week I wanted to talk about something which is really close to my heart, and that is plastic. Since I've been a scuba diving instructor for about 3.5 years and been diving in total for 9 years, if you're curious more about that, just check out the links below. I have noticed an extreme amount of plastic in the oceans. Now this is just what I've seen in the few dive sites I have dived. Well, plastic in the ocean is an enormous problem. The scary thing is these plastics end up everywhere. Did you know that every time you wash your fleeces, up to 2,000 individual bits of microplastics end up in the sewers and eventually in our oceans? These little pieces of plastic actually act like a sponge, absorbing chemicals. Some fish accidentally mistake them for plankton, consume them, which gets into their digestive systems. If bigger fish eat them, that goes into the bigger fish, and so it goes up the food chain. Eventually, a lot of people actually end up eating these fish with bits of chemicals and plastic in them. As if we don't need another reason to stop eating fish. The little blue dots in your toothpastes, that as well all ends up in our oceans. But it's not only the microplastics we need to be concerned about. Turtles cannot tell the difference between plastic bags and jellyfish, therefore accidentally even consume large pieces of plastic bags rather than just the little microplastics. This is an enormous and worldwide issue that we need to work together to say no to plastic. Animals are not able to pass plastic, so eventually their bellies fill out full of plastic. In certain cases, such as with the sea turtles, their belly gets so filled up with plastic that they feel full and stop eating, leading them to starvation, if they don't choke on the plastic bag in the first place. In certain species of turtles, they have actually found 100% of them have pieces of plastic in their bellies. This is scientific research, 100%. Look what we're doing to the earth. Makes me so mad. Get a reusable bag. It's so much easier and it's so much better for the planet. These biodegradable bags have a little asterisk. They are only capable of biodegrading in certain conditions, such as light and oxygen. In landfills, if you consider this biodegradable bag is underneath a whole load of pile of other rubbish, it's not going to get access to these two vital things, meaning it is not going to biodegrade. Plastic contributes to approximately 90% of all trash which is floating in the oceans, and it eventually congregates in places around the world which are now deemed plastic gyres. These gyres originally are just in giant circular currents which show up in these locations around the ocean. Since the prevailing currents come from all over the world and they circle here, this is where the final resting place of the plastic is. But it's not what you might expect. It's not a giant island of floating trash. No, instead, the pieces of plastic are minuscule, almost impossible to see. Thousands, millions, billions of little plastic pieces are covering from all the way from the surface to the depths of the ocean.